covering news that matters. Fox 23 News at 5 starts right now.
New members on the State Board of Education tried to put a stop to the state superintendent's request to track immigration status of students in Oklahoma schools. Thanks so much for joining us at 5. I'm Shay Rozzi.
And I'm Rick Marinon. This was the first monthly meeting with the 3 new board members appointed by Governor Kevin Stitt after he fired half of the board earlier this month, saying the board was way too focused on politics and not enough on reading and math.
Fox 23's Devin Lyon joins us live from the state capitol with the attempt to stop that rule request.
That's right, guys. This was some of the most back and forth I had seen in a State Board of Education monthly meeting. Those 3 new members appointed by the governor grilled State Superintendent Ryan Walters on almost every single item on today's agenda.
Currently, we do not keep information on non-citizens that go to our schools, but currently we need help with guidance on how to successfully fulfill President Trump's executive order.
Immediately into opening comments by State Superintendent Ryan Walters at Thursday's Board of Education meeting, new board members began throwing questions at the superintendent.
So we are very hopeful that we will hear back from the Attorney General soon with the guidance on how to implement President Trump's executive order here in education.
Superintendent Walters, can I ask you a question on that topic?
Are we kosher to do that?
The newly appointed board members wanted more clarity on administrative rule changes approved by the Board of Education last month, but awaiting approval from state lawmakers. The rule change in question was the request to track student immigration status when they enroll in Oklahoma public schools.
What we're asking for is a legal explanation of how do we abide by this latest executive order, specifically on those federal funded programs.
Okay, well, I'm concerned about the immigration status issue. I would respectfully request that until we get all of this sorted out with the AG, that we suspend all activity related to immigration.
However, because it wasn't on the agenda, it was shot down by legal counsel.
I would request a special meeting with that agenda item to review all of these items related to immigration status.
Respectfully, that needs to be done outside of this meeting.
This sparked concern by the other new board members as to why they lack authority to add items to the agenda.
The superintendent, as his role as the chairman of the board, sets the agenda.
Okay, is there law that says that? Where is the statute that says the board has no authority to set anything on an agenda? Where is that says we can't do that?
Do we have a second on the floor for an administrative order?
There can be no action taken. To be clear, I will always stand with President Trump and enforce his executive orders, especially when it comes to illegal immigration and the cost to our schools.
Board member Chris Vandehend expressed his frustrations on the matter briefly after the meeting.
I think the people that have come to me are concerned, similar to what Governor Stitt said.
Yeah.
That we're dealing with kids. Leave the kids alone.
That was not where the debate ended. It continued on for the next 3 hours of that board meeting, but a major focal point of today's meeting was the passage of the state academic standards in social studies and science to the state legislature. I'll bring you how those standards almost did not get majority approval coming up on Fox 23 News at 6. Live in Oklahoma City, covering news that matters. Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
We brought you coverage earlier this week of the State Department of Public Safety saying they see no value in tracking the immigration status of students. Their commissioner stated he does not foresee a scenario where they would ever need that data from the superintendent.